Yeah, hi, I'm Martin. Thanks for the great talk. When setting up the connection, I was wondering, how do you know the IP you want to connect to? I mean, thinking in terms of, I have a contact list and I want to contact a certain person. How do I know his IP at the moment?
Yeah, that's, so we've got an hour left, or no? No, it's a really, really good question. And basically, we use this thing called a DHT, which is a distributed hash table, which is kind of like this fancy global network where you can associate, a little bit of metadata with something. And we use this advanced technique where many peers will tell you a little bit about something you're looking for, and you actually identify it by a public key that only you can identify, which is kind of like an address, like an IP, but just a cryptographic address. I'm not explaining it well because I got to do it in 1 minute, but basically you're just announcing to this network, which is just other people's computers, a little bit of data that says, I'm this key. If other people are looking for me, they can relay traffic, a little bit of traffic to you there. So they relay a little bit of traffic to you there, but you only need to relay a little bit to establish this very big connection afterwards. You need to have what's called a bootstrap node. Somebody needs to introduce you to other nodes, and we just run some bootstrap nodes. But as soon as you talk to them, you don't need to talk to them ever again because every computer is equal. So as soon as you get introduced to another one. So basically, the more people who run it, the more private it is. And that's what BitTorrent does also. So obviously, it's actually pretty funny. I don't know if you know this story, but Tor, the very private network. Tor was made by the U.S. Military for spies, basically, to be, if they're in the field, they want to send private data to each other. The problem with that is that if you have a private network and there's two people in it, it's doesn't really matter because it's just there's two people using it. So the conspiracy theory is that's why they wanted to use it for drugs and stuff, because you want to get a lot of noise in there, so the spies can hide, and that's a classic conspiracy theory. But basically, just the more the network grows, the more private it gets, which is a good feature instead of the opposite.
Keep.io, private, encrypted, P2P chats. Download Keep now.